Here we go, episode 106 of playing chess. I don't know what the goal is. We're over 2100 now, but I guess the goal is to keep it. Let's try to hit a new high. I think our last high was like 2110 or something like that. I don't know. But we're playing white against Matt Coley from Canada. And whoa, okay, this is an opening that I don't really see. So it's interesting. If I just take, I think he has this move, or maybe just like this d5, and then it's even worse for us. So I don't want to take. Can't just take this pawn. Interesting moves could just be like castle or play d4 here, but after takes here, and if I try to go here for some ideas, again I just have d or he has d5. So d4, he takes. Maybe I take here, something like this. It's a little crazy though because his pawns are decent. Maybe after he take or after this. I don't know. So this is a different opening. I don't really see this. I don't know what it's called even. But if I make a big mistake already, we're probably gonna be losing. But I want to play d4 so bad. After takes, I gotta take here. If he goes here, I do have this check. And of course, if he takes, then I take here. So that could be something. But then if he just takes, or here, takes, he takes here. If he just takes like this, then I guess I take here, and then he can't play this move. So I think, yeah, I will go with d4. You know what? I will go for d4. He could take here. Oh, okay. Yeah, he could take there. And here we go. This is something different. I could take this. If he takes here, how does this work here? How does he stop it? Oh, I guess he has this move. That's interesting, isn't it? And then maybe I just take this. He takes like this, and my queen comes in check. And I'm taking this pawn. If he just does something like this, I could take here, and his piece is moving around. You know what? I will try it. Let's try it. Queen here is interesting. But then maybe I just castle. He takes. And then my knight could take here. His queen can't take because then I have rook e1 pinning his queen to his king. But let's see how he deals with this. Again, if he does something like this, though, it doesn't seem like a great move for him, is what I'm thinking. So maybe we just castle. Castle right here. If he takes, we can just take this back. Oh, but we can't, though, because he has this move coming in. So maybe instead of that, we should play something like this. But it's a bit late now. Could play this move. And then we do win a pawn back. So I will go here. I'd love for him to play something like this, because then I have check here. And he can't play this, because then he just loses this piece. So this would be a big blunder from him. So he probably won't make it. We can't plan on it. Or we can't expect him to do that. But it does feel like a regular-ish move. He could play this too. Okay. That's a move. We could play this and try to just take here. Check. Let's do it. It's interesting. He can't play this yet because I just take. He could play this, but then I take, and even if he takes this, then I have check here with the rook and a discovery. So it's a double discovery, actually, so that would be amazing. Chances are he won't do that though. But I am just looking and trying to take it like this, or take like this and then check and take something like this. He goes there. I'll just go ahead and take this, and I'll give him this check. And now his queen is freaking out because it's just caught in the middle. He goes all the way back. It's interesting. I will go ahead and take here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take. And I think we're definitely winning this now. Let's see how else we can damage this position. He did go here. I'm going to go ahead and give him this check. He can't block with this knight because he just takes. If he pushes here, we just take. He does this move, which isn't horrible, but we could just take like this. The question is, do we do that? Do we do that? I'll go ahead and do it, honestly. I think this is great. I think we will take. And I could just take this pawn. He wants to take here, maybe, but then I have this move. So that doesn't work. I could go here. Because I'd love to just put my queen here so he can't do anything funny business. That's all right. Oh, wait, maybe that's not all right. I don't know what to do here, actually. How do we protect this pawn? I see this move. I'll probably play it. But we need to start developing these other pieces, because otherwise we're just floating around doing nothing. So maybe this and just hop in here. That's a plan. Or we could play this move. You could come here, but then we just do this. I feel like it would be... Oh, he can't even castle because this king is already moved. So, yeah, I will just go ahead and develop like this. It's not an issue. He's already... Yeah, he's already moved his king. But we have a queen for a rook and bishop, basically. Could do this. This happens. The knight here. We've got ideas of just pushing this pawn too. Interesting move. Knight here now makes actually a lot of sense. Bishop goes back. Interesting. Could play this check and come in here. This check coming here. Seems like the same. I'll do this. And then try to bring this rook in here. This way. I don't know if that makes sense, actually. Trying to get this bishop out is something, though. How would we do that? Yeah, actually, I don't know. Maybe just queen here, and that actually forces it. How does he protect this piece, actually? Where's your rook going? I'm not sure. How do you protect your rook here? Feels like every square is taken, actually. My queen is just doing a wonderful job controlling all of this. You can't just protect it like this, because, of course, my queen is still protecting everything. So, I don't know. It looks like total domination. And he resigns. I guess he did lose his piece. That's a win for us. That's amazing. We'll go ahead with the game review, but I think this is their second game for today, so we won't be having the fancy schmancy game review, but we will just be doing our regular thing. Matt Goley was 2094 rated. No, he is 2094 rated. Before this, he actually would have been over 2100, I think, according to my calculations. But that does mean we knocked somebody under 2100, so that's pretty impressive. It's always an achievement, crushing our opponents. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this game. Right here, he plays the Rousseau Gambit. And I don't really know this opening. But I did play d4, and for a second, at the lower depth, d4 was better, and maybe even at a higher depth, d4 is better. So I guess d4 is the right way to play. He takes here, and I played knight g5, which actually is still a completely fine move. Knight takes d4 is also fine. See, knight g5 is actually coming to the top, so I will go ahead and play knight g5. If he does play this move, says castle, which is actually just right. I'm playing this perfectly, like a bot right now. He goes ahead and takes here, and apparently I should have just taken it over here, which is a little crazy because after this, I was a little confused, but queen check here, and then I'm winning this pawn back. So even after g6, I take here, threatening mate, right? It's hard for him to stop. It's best for him to just try to trade f queens because he's getting crushed right now. But after this, I'm threatening to just ruin your pawn structure right now. Bishop f5 could be played. But yeah, bishop f5 could be played. But bishop g5, and now all of a sudden these bishops are crushing you. You have no control. Your pieces are all over the place, and it's not looking great for you. So this is an interesting line too. But I didn't go this way. I went ahead and played knight takes, or no, I did not play knight 64. I played bishop d5, which is actually the second best move. So not horrible, but it does throw away the advantage. After this, though, I did have knight 6 e4 right here, and apparently this is just completely winning for us. Queen g6, and I'm guessing, yeah, rook e1, just setting this up. And after something even like bishop e7, I should just be able to develop like this, and I just have full control. My minor pieces are just crushing it. So something like this. Oh, you can't even castle because of this bishop. Look at this amazing bishop. It's hard for him to kick it off. D6 could be played, but I just have like knight f3, and we're going to be winning this pawn back too. Something like this. You can't really play this either, because after this, if his queen takes... Oh, wait, it's not a queen takes because of this double check. Oh my god, I missed this. So you can't move this away. That would just be horrible. But it says knight f5 is an idea, and I guess, yeah, that's one way to protect this thing. But knight e to g5, and now all of a sudden I just own your position. All these light squares are mine. My rook is looking at your king, and this knight is just beautiful. Check that out. So this knight came from b1 all the way to g5, and that's because we see all these weak squares right here. So isn't that amazing? Yeah. But we didn't just take. We played this first, which apparently loses the thing, and that is because of e3. He did find this, but I went ahead and just took, and I didn't think it was much of an issue, but he just kind of blundered. And after this, it is just crushing. I have a lot of ways to win this. This is one way, but apparently my computer is finding a few better ways to do this. Like this is one, because I'm forcing him to either just do nothing, play passive, and just lose his queen for a bishop instead of just a rook, or he takes over here. But if he takes, then my queen is here on the open file. My bishops are both developed, and he has to undevelop a piece. You could play this, but we're going to bring in this piece, maybe move this back somewhere or here, and then just try to keep attacking. Check that out. But I just took here. Seemed easy enough. I flanked queen here, and I just play like this, which is a very simple way to play. He does this. Yeah, queen here is a really just controlling move. He only has 2 squares for this rook. This one just looks sad, right? Because he's just blocked. This one feels like he could do a little bit more, but yeah, I'm just gonna be developing my piece somehow. I probably want to get to like this kind of square still. So knight c3, d2 are kind of built the same because I'm gonna be hopping in here, or here, or here, and then trying to come in like this and here. So I guess, yeah, we could, maybe not here, but that would probably be my idea. And he's just going to have to force some trades, which are not going to be great for him. I played this, though, which is a way to play. We just kind of gave him some counterplay though, so not the greatest. We traded away our last piece, which was actually a really strong bishop, for this horrible bishop. So that should not have been done. That was actually a big mistake. Instead, we should just kept developing. C3 is actually a great move, just solidifying all of these things. This was a bit of a weakness. This, I didn't mention it, but there were some weaknesses here where these two are still not developed, and if a bishop somehow got here and took this piece, we'd be losing a rook. So I should have just played c3. I think c3 is like the easiest move to find, but I played this way, which isn't horrible because I am winning by so much already. But after this, we are just crushing. Queen e6 should have been played here, apparently. And if he just goes here, we have queen f7, and we're threatening to just do this. If not, it's hard for him to just move anywhere else. But otherwise, I'm sure we could just trade off like this, and then like a bishop has to go back or something. But maybe that's just not the greatest move. You're saying, oh, queen g7 just wins. So this bishop actually can't move anywhere. We just have to kind of give it up. It says rook c8, but oh, I could take here. He takes back. After this check, it is just mate. So that would just be a free rook. So it's at this point, it's actually impossible for him. But I played knight here first. He goes back. I find queen check here, which apparently is not like we're starting to throw away our advantage because we played a little slow. But knight f4 is apparently the best move, and I'm not exactly sure where this knight is going. But I played this, which I think is fine. Still wants knight f4, but I went here. Knight e5 should have been played. Knight e5 actually makes the most sense because it's blocking my rook, attacking my queen. My queen's like, wait, where am I even going? Yeah, so if you play knight 95 and I try to play this, he has this move now. It's a little still iffy, but he's definitely okay-ish. But he played this, and after queen g7, he just blunders the rook. And we were able to take away that victory. Very crazy game. This is a Rousseau Gambit. Very unfamiliar to me, but I played it well. Found the right moves in the right time. And our opponent missed up just a little bit, and we were able to walk away with the victory. And with 21-13. So I'm not sure what exactly my highest rating is, but we might be close. Let me go ahead and check that right now. Let's see. Highest rating. If I go back all time, it still says my highest rating 21-13, June 30th, 2024. That is today, my friends. So I am at my peak. I have hit a new greatest rating, and that's awesome. But other than that, I think that should be it for today, and I'll go ahead and see you guys later. Bye-bye.